There, is that better? I think I hit the wrong button. But it is a good morning out there. Let's clear off some stuff that we... Okay. Guys. I don't know what it is with this save. Okay, it considers it a base. That's why I haven't seen that one. We've got to change that. That is not a base. That is a space station. And it is not a UFO. But good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to the channel. Today is... let's take care of our station. Or as the game is quoted, making it as, it's a base. Well, the only reason why I think they made it, changed it to a base, was because of all the antennas that we have on there. We have enough crew on board, and we have at least 6 antennas, so it considers it a base. That's why you see the little, that's why you see the dot that's on here. When it has at least 6 antennas and at least 6 crew, it turns it into a base. It's just like it is on tracking station, not the tracking station, but the KSC. So even if this is on the other side and a satellite connects to it, it considers it having a connection to the KSC, because basically that is a mobile Kerbal Space Command. It's just like that. So I like that one. I like that bit with that added in there. It's neat. That way I don't have to worry about it if it's on the other side, and I'm connected to something. I can just connect right to that base. So I can have one on a craft connected to the KSC. I can have one now connected to this base here on KS in Kerbal, and still have a connection. That means if a ship is out at Minmus and wants to send something back, as long as it's connected to the base that's right here, we're good to go. So I'm probably going to leave it that way, leave it as a base. It's not a landed base, but it's a base nonetheless. It's something that we can use to connect to and be able to have a communication with remote tech. Alright, let's get our satellite network back up. That looks like a complete mess. Now as you notice, there's the tracking station. Here's Kerbal, here's the Kerbal Space Center. You notice somebody's connected right to it. And they're also getting a bunch of connections to the KSC, because I have a lot of them connected to that. What I'm going to probably do is I'm going to probably start changing some of these antennas that we have on a lot of these satellites and aim it to here. Take one antenna and aim it that way. So that way, no matter where they're at, if this is in range, they'll be able to get a connection still, even though this will be on the other side of the planet. But I do that on stream. I'm not going to do that on stream. That's tedious. That's tedious work. Have to go to each one, change it up, and change it around. No, we're not gonna go through all that. Now this one here, I gotta launch a couple of ILMs. I'm going to add on some of the other modules, but I'm going to change up one of the space SSI, or should I say the SS1. I'm going to change up that design and rename it to Part 3. Coming up on it, there it is. Now the resupply, that's all it's going to be now, is I'm going to have a specific docking port. I'm going to send off one side, and I'm going to have that to where it hangs in one direction, and I'm just going to have that stick down and have a hub on it to where I can connect other ships to it. I am going to send up, at some point in time that I have been thinking about in the future, I am going to send up a space plane. Now that's going to be tricky docking it, because all I have coming up is one docking ring, and that is already attached. Now this one's got, this is the resupply. Okay, this has everything we need for it, but I don't want that one. I want to get this next one up, but I'm going to leave the docking hub on it. This one here, the SS1 Part 2. This is going to be renamed to Part 3 in our list. Get that changed over. There we go. Now let's get up here. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this fairing. Not going to need it. Alright, we don't need the power core. We already got aeroponics up there, so let me go ahead and get this section, slide it off. That's staying. Now, let's see. Let's get rid of. Should I send up another reactor? I think I will send up another reactor. I just gotta position it just right, because this is going to connect. But what I want to do is I want to connect it differently. Is I'm going to have everything above it, and I'm going to have this one down as low as I possibly can, and I'm going to try to dock it to one of the other hubs. And this is going to be the main. This is where it's going to be for docking for. Oh, probably a couple of other things. But I do have agricultural. I want to leave agricultural on there. This one I'm just going to modify and add the ILMs to it. And I'm going to have it sit down low enough so that it's balanced right when it's going up. And when it... let me connect up the ILMs. And there they are. Okay, this docking hub is not going to have anything else attached to it. Now I gotta be careful when I enable this. Okay, let's see, that's 52. Okay, the next one's got to be 57. Let's go to this one. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Supplies, mulch, and fertilizer. Okay, and I'm not adding any more on the sides, because when these expand, I can only have two. They have to be on opposite sides of each other. So we're going to leave that there. What I am going to do is I'm probably going to send up another one of these. And I think this sticks out too far. Let me see. Let me inflate this. Well, let me inflate in here. Well, let me test it. Okay, well. Oh, well. So, what we will do is we will drop this down just for the moment, because I want to change this position of this one only. Grab a hold, thank you. Now, this, another lander pod, it's going up in a, thinking about throwing on, changing out the command module to this here. So there'll be plenty of room for the Kerbals, but I'm going to have at least one pilot, remote control McJeb, but I don't want McJeb controlling this, because then we go into the remote tech side. And because of the way the network is, I want to try to keep it to where it's under local control, so that way we can ensure that this ship gets up there properly. Now this is a long ship, so I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm just going to send up one person. And we need to go to the astronaut complex and fire ourselves. Even though I don't want these pilots, got to do it because it's the only way we can get a whole fresh set of crew. Okay, I can use an engineer, a scientist, and a scientist. Okay, I have buku amounts of pilots. I got 2 tourists still. I'm hoping one of them wants to go up to the space station sometime. Now, the reactor, I'm contemplating not sending that up again. We have one, so let's go ahead and get rid of it. Let's add in our hub. I know I'm sending up another growy thing. Okay, now what can I put in the place of that? Okay, this is the Pathfinder series. I don't know. Let's see. Now I can take... Can I take that up? Yes. Is that going to be big enough? It'll shorten up the ship a lot, I'll say that much. This will be a small section. Alright, what's this? Chuck wagon for storage. Science. Okay. Come on, get it in the right direction. Now, can I inflate that? No. Okay. Oh, an ironworks expander. Okay. This. Okay, these will be out of the way. Now, in case we have something docked with it, experimental tippy or TP. Okay, that doesn't get any smaller. Okay, don't ask me why. KSP 64 just crashed again, and we have got to go through all that again. First crash of the morning. What I might have to do is I might have to restart the system. But let me go ahead and let that load up. I gotta go refill my cup of coffee again because I've already drank almost all of it already. And I've only been running for, what, 22 minutes? Alright, let me go fill this cup up and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, looks like Kerbal's up. I got a cancer stick in my hand. I'm not turning on the camera until I am finished with it. I do this every time that I light one up, so that way it is not on camera. I do that for the sake of, I am not advertising, nor do I sell these things or promote them. I will not show it on camera. took the advice of one of my fellow viewers, and that's what I'm doing. Alright. Let's try this again. As I cough and hack my brains out. And we'll try this again. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our faithful channel. The room might be quiet, but you know what? That does not bother me. So I'm playing one of my favorite games. Now, let's do auto save. Okay, that's not going to help. Okay, we're back to where we were before, but we're going to go through this one more time. Place you off to the side. Okay, we'll bring you down. We know we're getting rid of you, so get out of Dodge. We know we're bringing you. Let's get you down here. Let's go back to the Pathfinder. In. Add in our... Excuse me. Alright, this better go on opposite side. Saddle fine. That's fine for me. Place you here. Get you up here. I'm going to leave this connected for the moment for one simple reason. Now, saved it. Now, if you hear some laughing in the background, that's just my my lab turning into a laughing hyena. So, don't mind the sound. He's just having his fun this morning. I ain't gonna blame him. Okay. Now. I don't know. Maximum angle 100. 50 meters, strength to 600. Okay, so if we bring something up that we do not want to have docked, but just make sure that it has one of these. I got all these connection points out here. We can use this as crew tubes to come out. Yes, I'm going to leave this here. I'm just going to bring this down. Yes. Yes. I can't bring up those other radiators. Wait a second. Yes, I can. I'll just have to finagle it. I have an idea. If it works, we'll do it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put you here, because I can't have it with these type of radiators. I can't put the ILMs on. So we got to get rid of those, and these will bump into it also. My idea is, where's Infernal Robotics? Here it is. I need the closed one. Nope, don't need to lock you in place. Rotate you. Okay, there's the point I need. Let me get in closer. Okay, my idea is attach these Now let's go to our utility tab. Let's roll on down. I'm looking for the large radiators. And just work with me on this. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to attach the large radiators to these infernal robotic pieces. And what I'm going to do is attach the radiators to this, have it extend out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and raise it up. So that way it's only a little bit sticking out on this side. And then you got the bits of the radiator sticking out on each side, which is okay. I can put the fairing around that a lot easier. This is what I'm talking about. And if I can ever hit the right keys. Now, to make sure we get this centered best we can. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is just to show this off. Okay, minimum max speed, invert access now. Okay, I need to go up to here. And let's see if I can get Infernal Robotics to show. I know I have it, there it is. But it's not showing up there because it is down here. I am a goof. Okay. And we'll just raise this up to its storage position. Let's raise up just a little bit more. Alright, let's put that at 91. Hold on. I like the whole thing, 91.00. Okay, there's the storage position for it. Now, you notice it's not sticking out too far from the sides. It's about even with this. And this vessel we're going to send up to the space station. This is going to be some added parts. It's going to add another docking section. Let me get this fixed. Now, down here, I'm going to probably add one item to extend this out, but I'm really not going to have to worry about it because we got our docking port. Because once this leaves, we're fine. Now, that's not new door hinge. This is okay. That's going to get in the way, but it works out just fine. I need it up there because of spelling. That's radiator 1. Now, I know that's not enough, because as you can see, we're doing 1313 on the megawatts of heat produced by this. This one is not going to be enough. So what we will do is we will return this to its default position. And I'm going to grab the hinge while that's still attached. Right there. And what we'll do is bring it down just a little bit. Park it there. Now, let me hit I again. We're still short on the megawatts. It's because of the rate. It's because of the nuclear reactor. It's a 2.5 meter size reactor, and it's going to produce a lot. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, labs. We will make sure we do the ejection force to maximum this time. And I thought we already had that set. Obviously, I did not set that properly. So those 4 radiators will not help. So, what we will do is we can't have the ILMs and this on at the same time. So, ergo, this is going to be a shortened module. Grab it. Now, that's the idea I'm going to have to where I can attach it. But when I do that, and I extend them up, I'm going to have to try to get something to where I can have radiators elsewhere. So we're going to get rid of it. We're going to pop this into place. Get rid of these docking ports, and I'll click it right. Okay, I got... Now, you're still seeing information up here on the screen. It's dealing with these solar panels and the radiator that is here. One radiator is enough to dissipate all of those solar panels. It's more than ample to do it. So we will get this out of the way. And if anybody has shown up in the last few minutes that I haven't said it yet, good morning to everybody. We're going to our space station today and adding another component. And we do welcome you to the channel. Don't mind the lab. He's very friendly. You know, he does play fetch, but it has to be the right item to play fetch with. So, ILMs, colonization. Number 52 and 57. Okay, that's automatically set to 52. Let's try this again and flip you around. Now, you can only have 2 of these on here because when they inflate, they get so large. And that gets to be a problem if you have more than one. If you have 2 on the one here and one here, they'll get in the way. This is fine, and this is fine because they extend straight out. Now, later on, when I start doing the fuel processing on the surface of Kerbin with the fuel processor to create liquid fuel and oxidizer, what I'll do is I'll have an engine attached to the station to give it a little bit more push in case I want to change its orbit and move it out of the way of something or circularize it even more. I can add liquid fuel and oxidizer, and this can store it. I can transfer it to the tanks, and we'll have fuel. And then I can just go ahead and stop production once I got everybody fueled up. That's what I'm looking for. Mouth overriding brain. Yes, and good morning, Buff Code 1. Thank you for coming back. Hope you're having a great day. And I have a thing where I can see. Okay, now we have got to move stuff here. Turn that too much. Reason why I'm doing this is that way I can have ships come in off to the side. And let's turn you one more time. There we go. Pop you up. Pop you into place. Short little section. This is one of my largest craft that I've done. Okay, what are we looking at on weight? 2 million tons, or 2,000 tons. Nice. Now, we already have a docking hub up there. But I did this way so I can add these extra components. And this is a strong support. So, I can get it up there. And it's still going to have that one piece at the end. Good morning, baby girl. I will look at my chat in a moment there, dear. I can hear you in the bedroom. She likes to yell at me from the bedroom. Always loves to yell at me from the bedroom. But she's a sweet woman, so I have no trouble with that. Okay, we'll come in a little bit. We'll go up. Scoop it in a little bit. Try to slimline this as much as possible. And there we go. The SS1 Part 3 has been built. Now, since I modified this, we are going to do something here, and we are going to take care of this. Plenty of thrust come from the SRBs. Next stage is perfect in the atmosphere. Then our other stages, when we get higher up out of the atmosphere, we're going to be at 196 and 160. The 160 is going to be this section that is, there's the engine right there. This section from this spot upward, from this engine that you see highlighted on your screen, but my mouse cursor does not show. But you can see where I got the name highlighted on the screen all the way up. That is the section that will be at 1.6. Now, I'm going to leave it at one. I'm going to leave it like that. Get above before I click on anything, because Kerbal has a nasty habit of clicking on something behind it. Hopefully they're taking care of that. Now, as you notice at the top of the screen next to the name of the craft, I've left it as the British flag. That is for one of my fellow moderators. I did that for a reason, because we're given British launches for the next week or so, because it is the Queen's birthday. It's the least I can do, show that Britain is involved in Kerbal Space Program. And if you're wondering, no, they are not our benefactors. They are not the ones that have been giving us all the extra cash to do what we need to do to continue on. And Nightbot's going for a heist. If anybody else wishes to join in. Maximum amount that you can place on there is 1,337 points. Your chances of coming out are not in my control. Technically they are, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Alright. Auto deploy solar panels. We are shutting you off. And Bad Wolf, I don't know why you didn't jump in the chat. We've got to do this again. Leave the fairing on until we get into space. I forgot to set the ejection force. You know what? I'm joining in. I'm going to help out Nightbot. Nobody wants to help him out. I will help him out. I will throw in some of my points. There we go. Cleared off my glasses. Even though they're not perfectly clear. Let's get this back on. Good morning to everybody again. Let's rock and roll. Who do we have on board? We have a pilot, we have a pilot, we have a pilot. How in the world are you guys sneaking on my ship? Labs, are you leaving the door open so they can get in? If you are, stop it. Light the candles. SAS is on. Release the clamps, and we have... Oh. SAS and RCS was not turning on. It's because they're within the fairing. I have an idea. Bad Wolf, me, and Nightbot failed to rob the bank. Our bodies will be picked up by our relatives shortly. Okay, let's try this again. Now, ejection force is at max. There. Now, they are not in the fairing. I attached the fairing right to the base of this command pod. So the only thing sticking out is this piece. Now in 10 minutes we can try again. And yes, baby girl, you can join in too. You saw what we typed in. You just look in the chat and you'll see what we got typed. And you can join in about 10 minutes. Figure about 10:52, 10:53 Eastern Standard Time, you can join the heist again. Because we can always use your help. Now, BrainBot's not jumping in. I don't have BrainBot set up for that. I don't have BrainBot turned on. I have it muted and I have it banned from the channel because I don't want to use BrainBot. I don't have to pay. I want to use these guys. I got MooBot that handles my notification screen where I can see that. All I got to do is just look when I hear a little ding. I can look at both my screens. Anchorbot handles all my stuff. Nightbot is just for most of the commands too. But I have two bots in here. Anchorbot is actually my Griffbot. My glasses are still dirty. Why is that? Why are we still dirty? It's because I forgot to clean them this morning. Okay, local control. That's what I want. Alright, you guys that are down here, you want to go into space, guess what? You're going to space. I'm not going back again. The heck with it. SAS on, lit the candles, pulled back the cord, RCS is on, we're going straight up. Now I'm going to go straight up until this hits, the altitude hits, 20,000 meters. And by the time you get this, we got another 8 minutes before we get to do another heist. Appalachia Heights doing good. Okay, there goes my laughing hyena again. Aerodynamic effects. Now, I can turn on limit Q, but I'm not going to. We're just powering straight up. And I'll let McJeb handle it after we get up higher. Our apparatus is already over 40,000. Passed through the thickest part of the atmosphere. And McJeb's now in control. I've turned it to the autopilot. Now our intrepid crew can sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. We will do auto warp while we're jamming some tunes here. And if you do want to get an audio request in for music, just type in ! song request, and then after that you'll type in just the YouTube ID, not the URL. The YouTube ID of the song that you want, aka video, and it will be added into the queue on Griffbot, and then from there it will play your song hopefully next. And let's get this thing up into orbit, get it to the station. Oh, I forgot to do something. Brain dead. Brain dead. Set that as target. There we go. Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's clear that out of the way. So we're only going to worry about that. That's all we're worrying about. That's all we need to take care of. Let's get that out of our way. Alright. And let's see. Okay, mouse is off the other screen. There we go. I love using two systems now. It makes it a lot easier to broadcast. It's very simple. If you want to see the specs to the systems that I have, just type in ! specs. and you'll get to see the specs of both my systems. They're both quite powerful. I'm thankful for having them. But our intrepid crew, they are scared to death. I'm just looking at the screen. Good Lord. Sorry guys, have a nice trip. You guys wanted to jump on board. I was only going to take Faya. That's the only one I was going to take. But Mel Fall and Vervey. How does it generate these names? These are just so weird. Okay. No, I'm gonna wait until it gets done. I'm not gonna touch it. Nope, we're gonna leave it alone. The last time I knocked off the fairings, I forgot to set the injection force and destroyed all the solar panels and the radiator. Because the ejection force was only set to 100. Now it's set to 1,000. So, it should work, but I am not... no. I'm going to wait until that motor shuts off. I'm going to wait until this engine right here is done burning. But I do not trust it. Now, I know for a fact our periapsis is not going to be where it should be. So I'm going to have to do another burn to get it to where we need to have it. Every time I do it in this fashion, it doesn't adjust it properly. This time, it does. Quite amazing. McJeb learned. We are now in orbit. There goes the KSC. Wave bye-bye, guys. Hey, you're happy to be in space now. Amazing. Alright, let's get rid of your fairing. Beautiful. Alright, we are going to control from this docking port. Light on. Alright, we do have that set as that. Why is there a maneuver there? Let's get that off the screen. I didn't set a maneuver there. Let's get this out of the way. Render its autopilot. And we're going to set this for 7 orbits. And we're going to let this do its thing. Now, for those of you that, come in and just see what's going on, this is another component that's going up to our space station, the SS-1. And it's going to have warehouses attached to it so I can utilize the planetary logistics and be able to transfer supplies that these 2 modules do. This one handles all these: metallic ore, substrate, minerals, and water. Excuse me. And this one is our supplies, mulch, and fertilizer. Those are what is needed. Cups have given up. If anybody would like to join the heist, type in !heist, and after that type in an amount that is less than or equal to 1337. If you're just joined in, you probably don't have the points for it. If you would like to have some points added to your account just so you can get in on the heist, please make sure you message me specifically so that it shows up in chat, and I will give you up to 25 points just to try it out. Today I will give 25 points away. And we do have an hour ranking system that is dealt with hours. You get rank up higher and higher when you do a follow. Let me head to my currency system and I will tell you our stats. Every 5 minutes you receive 2 points. Offline you receive 1 point. Offline 1 point every 15 minutes. If you are a regular, you become a regular, you get a 5-point bonus. Subscribers get 10. Moderators, when you're made a moderator, you get 5. When you follow, you get an extra 15 points. When you subscribe to the channel, you get an extra 25. Now, if you talk in chat, you get an active user bonus of 2 points. And if you host us, you get an extra 50. And those points can be used for playing the mini games that we have, and also for any giveaways, and also for doing song requests. So that is how we've got our channel set up. And we've made it to where it worked out just nice. And plus, what I also need to do is so we don't run out of power. How are we regenerating power? I don't know. Who has solar panels that I don't know about? Okay. Excuse me. This actually came with supplies, and I did not do that. And this does have solar power. Now if I can get us to... We got another hour to go around. Good grief, I didn't realize that. We're time warping. Okay. Come on, give me a chance. Because we're below 120, excuse me a second. There we go. Now time warped faster again. But below 120 kilometers, you can't time warp faster than 50 times. That's why it's slow. And all I'm doing is just going to let it do its rendezvous. I can do it myself. I haven't done it in a while, so don't mind me. This is the boring part, I know. But it's tedious work and it has to be done. There are times where I'm going to do extra work after the stream because it's like driving rovers or moving crew around. That right there can be boring. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that stuff off stream. I'll still record it, but it will not be it'll not be done on a live stream. And those recordings I post on Game Wisp. Just type in ! Game Wisp. That's game and WISP together as one word, and it'll give you a link to the page. That's where I post my videos, and they are also delay posted to YouTube. And that's how I post my videos up. Coming up on 15 minutes. Still like to figure out how it did that, got its power back. Okay, we got plenty of fuel in that tank. It's a huge ship. I'm just trying to burn off all that fuel. MPU is done. Okay. Alright. Extend panels. We're going to add in some more power. Sometimes I don't say much because I am concentrating on what's on the screen to make sure I got everything going properly. Okay. MPU output cap, 99% sun exposure. Okay, it has solar panels up on its top. That's why it's not getting any solar panel. I didn't configure it in the... Okay, let's manage operation. Excuse me. Let's see, commercial science lab. More than just a fancy janitor's closet for cleaning and use experiments. The Dock Commercial Science Lab, jointly deployed with their RASTA engineering group, is designed for long-term scientific research. Just dropping experiments to the lab. Okay, well that's good. I'm going to leave that just the way it is. Not enough crew, research inactive. Okay, well, I know it's that way. And let's get to the other side of the ship as we swing the camera around. And what is the operations of this one? This one is a processor. Okay, it's a Ironworks foundry. Nice. And that's what we will leave it as. Okay. Next intercept window. I thought we had an intercept window. Oh, geez, who knows? I'll never understand how this thing does it. Anyway, we're gonna let this get up into orbit. Once we get up there, this part will dock. I'll extend the ILMs, and they'll be able to communicate with the one on the ground through the planetary logistics. Which, let me check that while we're here. Dirt has been used because our drills are not running. So, we've got to go back to the surface and turn everything back on. They've been using all the dirt. Not fair. But as of right now, in this part we got 81 days worth of fuel, or I should say food. The drilling rig on the surface, they got 54 days worth, and that's the entire crew. Kennel 1, she's stuck there. I'm just going to remove her. This is another ship that we got to have come back in. And this is the SS1. Matt668, thank you for the host. I greatly appreciate it. What's up this morning? I hope you're having a great day. We're just doing some orbital stuff, getting another component to our space station. And as soon as this is done, you've got to check out the VOD. We have a nice drilling rig on the surface. It is huge now. SS1 probe. Ow. Itch. Well, give me about 6, 7, give me about another 9 minutes, and I will be jumping to a break so I can get up, stretch my legs, do what I need to do, and let you all get up and do what you need to do. Yeah, not too bad. Can't play H&G. H&G, I don't know what that is. You know, I have no idea what that one is, but me, I am doing fine. The wife is doing fine. Labs is doing fine. We are all having a great old time. Baby girl was in chat for a little bit, but she left. Matt, I don't know what happened on that one. Let me see something here. I'll do it that way. It timed you out because of something. I have no idea what you typed wrong. I will go in and I will take a look at, let me go into my system. I do apologize for that. My bad. I am very sorry. Yes, okay, I see it. I see what it did. I see it. Something got added in that should not have been there. Okay, it is fixed. Matt 668. I had somebody had typed in my chat, and you've probably seen it too. Is they use three asterisks, and then U after it. Well, I had placed in the bot to where it had the 3 asterisks and the word U right after it, because they were swearing, but they were just bleeping it out. Well, it picked up when you typed in that U that was right there. Everything before it was picking up. Oh, okay, he's swearing. So, bam, let's time him out. I am sorry. Please forgive me, sir. Or ma'am. Doesn't matter. I'm just having a good day. Actually, slapping it with a wet fish probably will not affect it. Now, if you hit it with something else, we might get his attention. Now, I can let my lab have fun with doing it. Now, I know when Whoopa comes in here, I will let Whoopa know about that. Alright. And he can... now, we do have the heist going on again, if you guys want to join. Be my guest. Alright, now we're going back to another transfer. And I am going to be checking this out. Let's see, crew manifest. Those are all pilots. I'm not going to transfer them. Make sure we still have enough fuel on board, and monopropellant that is. Now what I'm going to do is take this. It's already drawing from that. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that weight. Yep, you remember the one. You remember the 8-ball command. I forgot about that one. Okay, we transferred all that out. Liquid fuel and oxidizer. Do we need any in here? No. That's empty. That's nearing the end of its life. Now what I'm going to try to do is I can't dump resources from that. So I'm going to leave it alone. And I did see K. Pollock in here for a little bit, but he didn't say anything. He was just checking it out. Oh, and I do apologize for not looking at your stream, but I'm going to do this. I've been meaning to do this while you've been in chat. Okay, it's capitalizing it. I don't want it capitalized. There you go, Matt. Give you a shout out. You deserve it. You know, you're a great streamer. I did watch your stream. And oh, the HG game. That's right, the Heroes game. Don't mind me, because even I don't know what I'm thinking. And oh, when you get back to Kerbal, this map here that I have, this is the latest one that I was able to get from the wiki on Kerbal Space Program for Kerbin Delta V map. This is an updated map. This is version 1.0.4, but it still applies to this one. You're very welcome for the shout out, sir. And I was able to pull it down because somebody had sent me the link. And I think it was you or somebody else had sent me the link because I was looking for it. So, now I have a new Delta V map. What, KSP? You need to reinstall? Do you have the Steam version? Because it'll make it a lot easier if you do. But I have it on this system here, the gaming system, and I have it on the streaming computer. Yeah, it looks like we're trying to get close. This is ridiculous. What are we at? 50 some odd kilometers away. We're going for another Hohmann transfer. You know what? Just build a massive rocket to get to the moon. Well, sorry guys. Debug. I'm not giving it more fuel there. Yes, I used HyperEdit. I want to get this there. I'll deduct the money. Yeah, having it on Steam makes it so much easier to re-download it to another computer. And it doesn't matter what computer you go to, as long as you log into your account, you're fine. Something just flew by the screen on that one, right? Right there. I would go to break, but I'm waiting for this to get done. Yeah, I don't want to stop and and pause it. I want to get this done. Okay. Now what I am going to do is, as soon as that's done, do that. Now we're on a more compact ship. That can sit in its orbit all together. What is coming up on us? Oh, that's another debris. I thought I got rid of all the debris, but obviously this must be from this mission. We got junk flying it. Kerbal Stuff's RIP. When did Kerbal Stuff go down? Okay, baby girl, I will be there in just a moment. Okay, guys, while this is doing this, I am pausing this. I am going to jump, and I am going to transition over to a 7-minute break. She's hounding me to take a 7-minute break. So that is what I'm going to do. We're going to do a 7-minute break, and try to do only 7 minutes. So, we will be right back in 7 minutes. Please hang out, enjoy the music, and y'all have fun and chat, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm sitting here just relaxing for a minute. Matt, if you're referencing Kerbal stuff, that's the one that got changed over to Space Dock. All right, go get yourself some food, man. Don't want you to go hungry. We still got another 3 minutes. If anybody does play Kerbal Space Program, they changed over Kerbal stuff and they renamed it, and it's now spacedock.info, I believe. I just looked it up. I use CCAN to get a lot of my files, so I do it that way. I also go to the forums and pull down some other stuff. But I will be back in about 2.5 to 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I'll see you guys then. So, now if anybody wants to see my schedule, just take a look straight down below this video, and you'll see my schedule, and a way to get a hold of me. If you want to go and check online to see how my schedule is set up, type in !schedule. If you want to see my mods, all you have to do is type in this command here. And there you go. I typed it in, got it set up for you. Just go there and you will see my mods that I have installed. And here's the link for the schedule. And it shows you what I'm going to probably be playing. Now I do have it definite on Wednesdays. Wednesday nights is Minecraft night. That stream runs from 4 to 7. Now I did showcase a Steam game that was called Creativerse that is similar to Minecraft. A little bit different way of doing it, but that is cool. I do like it. And hello, we're coming up on it. We're coming up on the wrong part. Okay. That's probe part 2. Guys, we just spent all this time coming up here and we went to the wrong vessel. Here's the part that we need to get to. Changing our target. Disengaging. Re-engaging autopilot. Sorry guys, but that was a mistake. I gotta fix that. Refund what we used. Bye! See you later. Wrong part. Hate when I do that. I've got to clear that out. Anyway, how's everyone's day going? I know, Matt, you're doing good. So how's everyone else doing today? You all having a great day? No matter how bad it looks out there, you can still have a great day. Just don't let it get to you. We try to have fun in this channel. I don't mind joking around. I have fun also with everybody. You know, I do try to interact with chat as much as possible. I'll even stop the game to answer somebody's question. The probe thing that we just passed, Mr. Labs, no, it does not need to be in orbit. We need to remove it. But the thing is, I can't rename it, so I have to go into the tracking station and look for that one piece. And I will do that after we get done with this. I can't leave this ship alone. Might be under local control, but I trust the Kerbals about as far as I can throw them. And that's pretty far. Alright, I'll let you fetch. You go ahead and fetch, get rid of it. Now, if I happen to see it go fly by me, then I know, you know, within the next couple of seconds. Oh, nope, didn't come by. Okay, so obviously you must have missed a bone. But what I'm going to do is, I do have another part on there that I'm going to use. It is called a... Almost dropped what I was doing. Is a space tug. Now, I'm going to put the space tug in orbit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to the space station so it can go out, collect items. Now, the items that it will collect will be anything that we bring up, which will be containers, storage containers. And I'll have that to where it can bring it in, and it'll grab a hold of it and bring it over to the station and park it where we need to park it. It'll be less cumbersome, and we won't have to worry about it. And right now I'm waiting for a new pot of coffee to brew in our Ninja coffee maker, which I love. I've got to check something here. Okay, that's not what I want. Auto warp. Okay, you guys got plenty of food, and it's going down, which I'm going to fix. get everything going here. Now I actually might get this up and running quicker. And this is for my moderator labs that I hear that is in the background. That's in the same room as me. Bless you. I had to say bless you to him. Yeah, he's right in the same room as I am. Now I'm going to check something out. I've got to remove a couple solar panels to do it. Just to deploy it. This is a test to see if I can keep those panels open with it. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Turn on the warehouse and let's see if it grabs anything from it. Because it is connected to the planetary logistics. And I don't have substrate in the logistics. Okay, I need to get a few more drills out to the other one and get some substrate. So we're going to get this attached and we're going to get this running. Now you notice how the mun out there is going in its right orbit, going prograde, and then as we go by it's going retrograde and coming back and doing prograde again. Now as Nightbot is saying on there, next month sometime I will be buying some Steam keys and doing them as gifts. We will be doing a giveaway next month. So if you wish to find out the exact day, please stay with this channel and we will be doing a giveaway sometime in the first week of July. I am going to probably be out of town again the first week of July, starting for the 4th of July weekend, because I am going to go out of town to spend some 4th of July weekend with my mother-in-law and my stepdaughter. Hey, Matt. So I'm probably going to be leaving on vacation on the 2nd and coming back probably a week later. Now after that will be the giveaway, but I am going on vacation first. I've got to spend the time with my family. And I'm going to spend the 4th of July. Oh, and Matt, by the way, if I remember correctly, you are in Britain. For the flag for this one is the British flag. It's in honor of the Queen's 90th birthday. Since you're having a week-long, since in London they're having week-long celebration, I decided to go ahead and fly that flag because you yourself and Whoopa. Yep, there you go. Since you both are in Britain, I figured I'd at least throw the flag up and do some missions under the British flag in honor of her birthday. And we will be doing that all the way until GST. Always nice to be able to laugh and chat. But yeah, I figured I'd at least do that in honor of her birthday. It's the least I can do. You know, I do have Scott-Irish heritage, so it's the least I can do. And I'm going to step up. I'm going to let this run. I got to go to the coffee maker and check it and find out why it has not beeped, or if it has beeped, get my coffee. It has beeped, and I did not hear it because of my headset. But I am refilling the nectar of the gods, called coffee. For those of you that don't drink it, you're missing out. Especially with Irish cream. Which reminds me, I've got to go get some. First of the month, that's what I'm getting. And no, I am not throwing scotch into my coffee, just because I'm Scottish. I don't drink my coffee that way. Don't do that. Alright. Tea? Yes. Yes, I do drink tea on occasions. I know you've probably heard of it. Let me get my mouse cursor to work again. Earl Grey. Now, if any of you have watched it, actor Patrick Stewart, who played on Star Trek, he used to get himself Earl Grey tea hot. And I do drink Earl Grey. I just haven't used it yet because I'm just working with a new coffee maker the past couple of days. But I'm thinking about having some tea later on, and I'm going to have my Earl Grey. And yes, I do place a little bit of sugar in it, and hey, get off my magnet. That's for the later only. And I do add a little cream to it. And he also talked about Earl Grey and what was that movie, Da Vinci Code. This Earl Grey, this one I have is black tea. This one is a black tea. And I do drink that, and I do drink that one also. I drink the regular Earl Grey, and I also drink the black tea. I do drink both. I am open to many different things. Okay, it says we're here. Hello, Houston, we're here. Okay, now comes the fun part. I did not know we were that close. Docking port. Hold on a second, get that out of the way. Set as target. Control from here. Give me a second, guys. I will get back to the screen in just a minute. Dock. And we're on the way. I think. Milk and sugar? Yeah, I drink it that way. I add milk and sugar to it. Always add milk and sugar to mine. Okay, I'm covering up. Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, guys, we are now commencing docking procedures. But I do love black tea. I love the Earl Grey. I drank it as a kid. You know, that was years ago. You know, I'm in my 40s now. That was years ago that I started drinking it. And I always add milk and cream and sugar, or milk and sugar to it. Another one is you probably have this sometimes, is corned beef and cabbage, or ham and cabbage. I would add mustard to mine as a kid. Okay, autopilot is on. Let's speed up this to 1 meter a second. Yeah, I would agree with you, Matt. Yeah. And trust me, drinking it without milk and sugar is like, oh, good Lord have mercy. Drinking it like that is like this. Doing one of them jobs. It's, ugh. Ooh. God, you just sent bad shivers down my spine on that one. Whew. Okay, let's... Corned beef? Yes, corned beef is great. I love it. Get ourselves rotated in the right direction. I'm lining up the warehouses that are on here, and I'm looking at how this is lined up. And I'm trying to turn it just right so we can get everything expanded just properly. Because it is far enough back, but I want to make sure it sits just right. Yeah, corned beef is great. What about ham and cabbage? Have you tried that and also add mustard to it? Alright. There we go. And I haven't Whoopa hasn't been around for a little bit, so it must be doing something else. That's one of my other moderators. Done very good. That command that you seen come up on there, where I showed Nightbot doing Heist 1, that was a command that was added in. Nightbot seems to get away with heisting a lot, being able to get into the bank and getting the money. Okay, we're turned just a little bit too much. There we go. The only thing worse than tea without milk is cold tea, which you have forgotten about and have to down like a lukewarm shot. Ugh, yeah. Been there, done that. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, I have to agree. And give me just a second here, guys. Bless you. I can hear my wife sneezing in the background. Not over the microphone. Ah! I went to do this. Change it to 0.5. Get off there. Come on, turn around. Turn around fast enough. And we are just about lined up properly. There we go. Now that we're far enough back, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to leave this engine attached for a few moments. I'll move it in a minute. But I just want to see what's going on here. And I will... iced tea. Do not make it with the Earl Grey. If you do what we have over here in the Americas is Lipton iced tea and Louisiana. Some of that it's brewed differently, so it has a different taste to it. So it's an acquired taste for a lot of people, and I can understand not knowing or not understanding, which sometimes I don't understand. Come on, Doc. Doc. Bingo! Was his name-o. Alright, let's open this up. Inflate. Has a crew hatch. Nice. Please do not bump into the other item. Now that is nice. Wow. That I did not know it had. Let's turn on the distributor. Alright, now let's check out our other item that we need to inflate. Turn on its distributor. I'm going to have to... no, oh my god, no, don't hit. Do not hit it, do not hit it. Oh god, that was so close. Okay, that's up at that end. Now for the fun part. We have a reactor, so now we can close off our solar panels that I don't need no more. I want to give it the extra power for a few moments. Deploy. enable, deploy, enable, start aquaponics, deploy, and then we'll come around over to here, start aquaponics, start life support, deploy. Okay, that takes care of a lot of start life support, operational. This right here, Matt, have you got OXO cubes in America? I don't know. Labs, can you answer that question that Matt just put up there? If that's possible. Alright. This is our space station. Since the last time you've been here, I've added in this piece with that part. And now we just added this piece in. Now, I am going to have to bring up... Oh, bullion cubes. Yes, we do have bullion cubes. Yes, now I got you. We do have bullion cubes. We have those. Now, we are set there. Let me make sure this is turned on. 0.05 load. Okay. Now to check our resources. We're down to 2 years because of the add-in, which is fine. That's still plenty of time. Yeah, we got them. We got those. Yeah, I do know. Yes, I do on occasion do that also. Heat up a cup of water, get it nice and hot, and throw it in there and mix it up. Turn it into like a broth. But yeah, I do that. I do the same thing too. Yep, I do that exactly. Yes, sir, we do. Now, this piece here, I am leaving attached for the main reason of it is not controllable. Okay, and I don't want to detach it from the station. The station has RCS. Yep, I've done the same. That same thing too that he's talking about. The ramen packs, the ramen noodles, the oodles of noodles. All right, we are going to rename. Excuse me. This is not part 2. SS1 Space Station. Excuse me. Now, we're going to leave this attached. Everybody's fine. Everybody's happy. Yeah, I've got to do a crew rotation. I've got to get rid of all the pilots. Which means I've got to do an extension on one side to be able to dock a spacecraft to. Now, as Mr. Labs had said earlier, there is an item up in space we need to get rid of. Nightbot got shot in the head? Oh, good God. Alright, let's get rid of our debris. Then what I'm going to do... you know what? Her Majesty's spaceship. Yes, that's, you know what? That is not a bad idea. Thank you for bringing that up. I will have to rename it that. Let me get rid of this debris, get rid of that probe, and we will go back and we will rename it. Now, just remember there, Labs, that if somebody says they don't want to answer that question or they don't answer within the next 5 minutes, said they just don't want to disclose that information, so do not take it personally. I myself don't mind. If somebody asks me where I'm at, I will tell them exactly where I'm at. Well, not exactly. Cornwall? Ah. You heard where, excuse me, guys. You heard where, Whoopa's located at, correct? You're in the southwest, oh, yeah. You're in the southwest part of England, yep. Oh, and by the way, Labs, I'm getting rid of that pro part. Now we have no more to worry about. There we go. Get that off there. Get our bases. But real quick, I know it's been a little bit. I've added some more stuff to the base. I should have just went from here. Why did I not go from the dang tracking center? Now I gotta spin this all around. He was in part of I believe Scotland, this right near the border of Britain and Scotland. Scotland. Ugh, Scotland. I forget exactly where he said he was, but I have talked with the wife and everything, and we're going to be taking this trip. It probably won't be until August where we're going to be coming to visit the UK. We need to set this up just right. It might take us a little bit, but we're going to shoot for August and see what happens, and we're going to take a trip over there. We might take a stop, and I might, for the heck of it, I will talk to her about it and see if we can stop in. Hang on a second. I gotta grab something. There we go. Slide back in. Cut my nails a minute ago while I was off camera. Okay, Matt. This is our drilling station. This is where we have everything at. Yes. Well, the reason being is that I have Scot-Irish heritage, and I wanted to come over there. I wanted to come over there and visit. So I just wanted to I wanted to be able to do that. And I know the wife wants to come visit. Okay, we've drawn down. We need to redo everything. We're using a lot of stuff. You're Anglo-Irish? Well, I was born in the U.S. and I have Scot-Irish ancestry, going all the way back to the Clan MacLeod. Remember from Highlander, Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod? Well, there is a clan called the MacLeods. And a friend of mine traced it all the way back to the 11th century. And that's about as far back as they can go. So I got a nice long ancestral line. I've just got to get it into a family tree, which will be fun. Okay, all our drills are running. Everybody is happy. Gonna turn on life support again. I feel sorry for the Kappa that tries to do that. You know, I'm small. I might be only 5'9", but you know, I do pack a punch. And my grandfather taught me the proper way of making sure you have your wallet in your pocket so that nobody except you can get it out. Okay, I need to bring over chemicals. Okay, we got the ILM and the 57 up into orbit. Yeah, my grandfather told me to always put your wallet in your back pocket sideways. And as long as it's in there sideways where it's nice and tight in there, you'll know when somebody reaches in your pocket to grab it, because they will make it very hard for them to pull it out. If it's hard for you to pull out, then they'll have a hard time. So that's how you eliminate that problem. And how did Italian get in there? How did that sneak into the mix? I gotta try to find out my wife's, because she would like to find out what hers is. Okay, we need to bring in chemicals to the drilling station. Need chemical storage, and I need 4 substrate drills. I'll be right there in chat. I seen it roll. See it out of the corner of my eye. Could be a mum side. That's possible. Very possible. Alright, I'm just going through and making sure everything's turned on here. But yeah, this is a nice little setup that we got going. This is on Kerbin. So I made sure excuse me. Ridiculous cough. Okay, we're missing substrate to do polymers. And I do have storage for polymers. I just need the chemicals storage. Now, what I gotta do is, let me get this over here. This is my line. Where that flag is, that was the line. Right across here. Anything from this point back will be far enough away from the KSC to avoid render range. Which the next truck that I bring in, see, I have a S57. See, is that a 57? Yes. That's a 57. Ah! Your surname is dramatic, but that could be centuries back because it was recorded. Before it was recorded. Okay. Not because. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, because my ancestry, like I said, goes back to the, what is this one? That's 56? That can't be 57, that's S7. Okay, I have two S7s. Okay, at the drilling station. Okay, I got an S7 that does ore and uranite. Another S7. Sorry guys, I'm writing this down so that way we can keep track of what we have. I know we're looking at it from above. We have $52. Okay, we have a 52. Now I think that S1 Could be from the Saxon, German and Danish invasion of Britain after the Romans withdrew. It's possible, very possible. Yes, it is very true. Okay, that's just 5-7. That's ore and uranite. That doesn't seem right. But anyway, we got all this stuff out here. And let's see, do I have chemical ooh. See, that is hello in slavery. Good morning, almost afternoon. Welcome to the channel. This is Griffin 1971 talking to you. Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome aboard. Alright, we got almost everything we need out here. I just need to get some more storage. That's metals. Yes, I did have polymers. Yes. I did have the polymers. Good. Nightbot got shot again? Oh, man. Oh, well. Alright, let's head to the SPH. I need to get chemical storage, and I need to get 4 more drills out here for substrate only. Because we need substrate, we need mulch and fertilizer up in orbit. And in about 5 minutes, I'm going to take another quickie break. But I'm going to get this done first. Yep, he got shot straight in the head again. I had that happen to me twice yesterday. 2 times. I got capped. Alright. I'll pull out the drilling truck, our drilling rig, our main drilling rig, because I believe that has a reactor on board. If I hit load, or open, I should say, I will be fine. Now, where is it? Mining truck, that's what I want. This has on it a nuclear reactor, which I'm going to need more power. Oh, hello. This was the other mining truck that we did. Slide over. Okay, I have substrate storage. Now, which one of my lovely drills does substrate? It's water minerals. Metallic, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, you sir, adios. We'll make a copy of you. Now, for those of you that are wondering what that is, that's that this is I'm attaching to, this is a gantry rail. And what I can do is I can take it, and if something happens, I can take it and raise up the drills higher up if this one piece that's right in here is hitting the ground, because it will cause your vessel to tip over if you, or it's the colliders, and it will collide with the ground, and I did not want that to do that. Let me get that out of the way. Control Z. Thank you. Control Z. Now that put it underneath. Nice going. We'll put you down there. Grab you. Goodbye. Move you up there. Okay, now we have polymers. Let's see. Let's change you. Moving a little closer. Back up. they're leaving Europe. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? And no, I don't mind if you pop in with that question, because I do have ancestry that goes back there. The Britex thing. All right. Hang on a second. Had to yell at the wife. She was calling me. Let her know I will be there shortly. I just want to get this done real quick. Okay, I want to get as much substrate on board as possible. And I need to get chemical storage also. And yes, I keep bringing out supplies, which I have no trouble doing. Ore, okay. I'm clicking on it and I'm already there. Yeah, they want to leave the European Union? Going for independence. Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'll have to look at that and see what that's all about. Okay, we need to change this. We need to go to another cargo. Reality, yeah. Okay, there's our next warehouse. What number is that? 53? That's what we're going to be sending up into space next. Chemical storage for the ILM is 53. There we go. Alright, guys. Yeah, their politics. Think about the American part of even the election that go on. That was about what Britain said when America gained independence. The same exact thing. But you know what? To each his own. If you wish to gain independence, then be my guest. I'm not gonna stop you. Alright, ladies and germs, I'm gonna make this a short one. I'm only gonna take a couple minutes, just grab what I need to grab real quick. And I will be right back. I'm just throwing this on the... You know what? I'm not even going to throw it on the transition screen. You know what? I'm going to leave it sit right there. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, guys, I'm back. I know this is going back into politics again real quick. Which one of y'all, Matt or inter-slavery, or anybody that's on there. The bit with the European Union, what countries were the ones that were giving the European Union a bad time? Was that Germany because they were broke, or was that Italy? If one of you guys can answer that question for me, I will go into my currency system and I will hand you 500 points if you can tell me the correct one. And the bit in slavery that you were talking about wasn't I don't know if my moderator Bad Wolf Labs can look it up and tell me which one it is. I am going to now, even if you miss, but as long as you try to answer the question, if you get it right, you get 1,000 points. If you do not get it right, I will give you 500. Okay. Labs, we got Greece, Italy, and Portugal as the three nations that were broke. So many to choose from? Yeah, I know. But I think it was Germany at one time, and then Italy was another one. But he's going to look it up for us. I am going to hold that in there. And we're still on our screen. Well, America has that trade agreement with Mexico, the NAFTA, which I despise. I would rather have a trade agreement with Canada and Britain than have it with Mexico because of how they maintain their vehicles down there. Come on. At least in Britain and Canada, they hold themselves to a higher standard of maintaining their vehicles. France is next with a... Greece actually bailed. Ireland and Spain had bailouts as well. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is so I can still see chat. Well, alright. Okay, in slavery, you're going to be away from the keyboard a bit? Not a problem. When you come back, you can watch us, it's a pleasure having you talk and chat. Alright, I'm going to my currency system. Let me find our intrepid crew. Okay, Matt. Edit. And Matt, you did a host bonus, so that gave you the 50, that got it there. Okay. Matt, you have been given 1,000. I hate Bad Wolves is looking up, so he was exempt from it. But just for coming into chat and talking with us, I'm going to be a gentleman today. Just for being here. In slavery, I've given you an additional 500 points. Just for joining us and, joining our chat and being polite. Yeah, I would have to agree on a lot of those nations that you're talking about. A lot of them have had a problem. Well, you know what? It'd be nice is if we could celebrate independence. Both of us, both Britain and America. Whatever happened in the past is the past. Let it go. What we need to do is be able to celebrate independence, that as a family. Have Britain start and then roll into where America does. Have Britain do it on the 3rd and the United States do it on the 4th. That would be different. And it would actually make it nice. That would be like a 2-day street party, you could say. Okay, this is going to be remote controlled. We are not having anybody here. Okay, aeroponics. Okay, in the comm lab, we need an engineer. Hey, so let's blow a few things up. That would be wonderful. Okay, let's get our other scientists. I want to make sure we have plenty of food. There we go. Alright, we got everything set. Let's get it up here. Let's get it going. Remote controlled. There we go. Alright, we're going to get this one out to the drilling rig. We need to get this out there because I need substrate. And I need to bring out some more drills so I can handle it. And I got three, and I have 3 drills. I've got 3 drills on there now that just do substrate only. That'll hopefully kick up production on it. Alright, y'all. Let's turn on the... Start the life support, start the cultivator. Whoa, hello, we are reversed. That was freaky. Okay, we're gonna go down on an angle, if I remember correctly. Everybody's in their assigned posts. America could, yes, but a lot of it is stubborn. You know, there's a lot of stubbornness here. You know, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, we're going to be within render range here in about 0.2 kilometers, so I'm going to kick it up and let it go. It would be nice. Yes, that would be nice. But you know how it is with any country. They got to have a reason, and are they going to get anything out of it? All they look at is that they look at the money end of it. And I just looked at my OBS. I've actually dropped 126 frames today so far. That's unbelievable. Yesterday I had a perfect day. Yep, automated maintenance. Excellent. We are in render range. Yeah, exactly. Same thing here. Matt, same exact thing here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to stand on a pedestal. America does the same thing. We're stubborn, and we moan and everything. But nothing is done about it. You know, if you're going to moan about something, do something about it. You know, don't complain about it. Do it. Get it over with. But you know how it works. Alright, we have... I bet you... we are... I gotta pull up this so I can pull up the debug menu. How many frames per second are we doing? We're still doing 25. That is great. Nepal is aiming to join only as a deterrent to China because Britain and India will protect them. Very true, very true. And you know, um, China is a thorn in everybody's side. I have to at least say that much. Britain, United States, we don't like them. They're a pain in our rears. So, it's just a pain. But what can you do about it? You know, we can't just send over nuclear bombs and blow up the country. That would not be the way to go. Now, I have found out while time warping, if I only do that, one, bring it up to 2 time. Now, we have 3 drills on this. Well, they didn't take Hong Kong. They didn't really take Hong Kong from us. Hong Kong was on a 99-year lease. Now, Hong Kong, what they need to do is become, well, yeah, they took back. Yes, I agree. I'm not debating that point. I'm not debating it at all. What Hong Kong needs to do is declare their own independence as a sovereign nation. Is what they need to do. They have the money for it. They have the economy. They can open up trade with Japan and the Philippines. They're right in that neighborhood. Hong Kong has it. All they got to do is throw a referendum up. I made it out and Nightbot made it out. Matt, I'm sorry. You died. There, I'll throw my comment into chat, which will get there a lot faster. But, in my opinion, yep, I agree. Hong Kong needs to declare themselves an independent nation. Once they do that, and they're an independent nation, that will tick off China. They'll be like, no, you can't do this, we're going to surround you. Well, that will get Japan involved. That'll probably get Japan involved. That'll definitely get the U.S. involved. India will probably get involved in that. You know, we'll just have a nice little conflict over there in the North Pacific. Or should I say Northwest Pacific. A lot of things that go on are ridiculous, childish in nature. You know, I've said it before, the smartest creature on the planet is not a human, it's a dolphin. Yeah, it was a shame that Hong Kong didn't go and after the 99-year lease just declare themselves an independent nation at the end of that lease. They should have done it then. That would have ticked off China. But you know what? Oh well. Yeah. 54 states of the Commonwealth would rush to the aid of Hong Kong. You can bet your bottom dollar and bottom pound on that. That is a definite yes. China would have themselves a bit of a problem. And Hong Kong can basically do the flip off, the Italian salute to China and say, no, we're an independent nation. Sorry. Yeah, Shanghai? Oh, God. Can you imagine Shanghai doing that? Ooh. That would cause an uproar. If Shanghai did it at the same time as Hong Kong, oh, man, China wouldn't know which way to go. That would stretch them out. It would tick them off. And they would probably go in there and forcibly take over Shanghai again. Like that bit they had in Tiananmen Square. Well, it would be nice for Russia to actually back somebody and say, hey, they're independent, we support them, don't mess with them. You know, they're not stupid, that's correct. But they just need to pick and choose their battles. And helping Shanghai become independent would be a good start for that. and helping Hong Kong become an independent nation would be a good start for that. That would, you know, start changing things around. Instead of being the way they are, that would actually work in their favor. They would gain more favor with other nations. They might lose, you know, favor with China, but hey, who cares? You know, China means nothing to me. They can be walled off for all I care, except for Shanghai. No, let them become independent. You know, more the merrier. Bring it. I would love it. That's some places I would like to go. There's another member that was in chat once before for a while. That is over in Japan. Okay, I just got a Steam announcement about Creativerse. Let's see here. We're going to get this out here. And then we might do a little bit, we might do one more thing. Because I do stop at 1. I might run over. I might go an extra half hour. We'll just see how things pan out. And if I do, I might stream again at 4 o'clock. And I will ask that my one moderator not worry about coming in the chat and going ahead and doing what he needs to do. I can handle it from this end. China building islands, yeah. Okay, China. Trying to increase your land mass is great. Yeah. That's the same thing as America doing the same thing. We can only go out so far. I think what they want to do is they want to build the land masses to block off part of that area that goes from China to Hong Kong so they can have land access. That way they can get their troops and their equipment there faster in case Hong Kong decides to go, hey, we're independent. But I'll probably come back. I will probably cut this at 1 o'clock, take a couple hour break, and then come back again at 4. I haven't decided what I'm going to play at 4 o'clock. If I haven't decided to play at 4 o'clock, I will tweet it out on my Twitter account. So just type in !Twitter so you can go to Twitter and you can follow me there if you like. That way you can keep up on any messages that I post. If I do not stream at 4, I will tweet out and let you know when let you know that I will be back on in the next morning. But I will probably stop at about 1 o'clock and I'll see how things pan out for the 4 o'clock one. Because I might just sit and just play Minecraft for the next, for the next 9 hours after I get done with KSP and do it off stream. But I do thank the rest of the viewers that are in here. Welcome aboard. Just pop in and say hi if you like. I don't mind if you only stay for a few minutes. That's not a problem. I know real life gets in the way. Now, hold on here. Okay, that music in the background for me is light because of my headset. Yeah, I think that's GMT plus 4. You guys are. You guys are 4 hours ahead of us. Okay, we're getting into a bumpy area here for some reason. Yeah, I think you guys are 4 hours ahead of us because of the time change. Or is it plus 5? I think. I'm not sure. I always put on at this top of the stream. I always try to do it Eastern Standard Time, and then probably it would probably be 9 o'clock GMT is what it would be over there. But I'm just contemplating probably taking the night off and just kicking back. Your GMT +1, so that would make it GMT +1. That would probably make it 9 o'clock there. So you guys would be 5 hours ahead of us then. That's just a guess. Don't quote me on that. And please don't add it to my quotes. I do have it to where I have quotes that I can have popping up, but I've got to add some more quotes. Thinking about adding some Murphy Law and have it pull up some random quotes, adding them into the system. But at 3 o'clock my time, I'm going to heat up some hot water, and I'm going to have me some Earl Grey. I don't have crumpets. I've got to get those. That way I can have my tea time. And then by then I'll have it figured out whether or not I'm going to come on at 4 o'clock or not. Alright, we're coming up on the station. And if you're wondering what this is on, this is a hub that's on the back of it. I actually have this in line. Ah, okay, I got you, Matt. Excuse me. Apologize for that. When these deploy, these are in line with these legs when they're deployed. So I got it to where when I retract the wheels, we're good to go. Scones, you know what? I'm gonna have to try to find some. If I have to order them from a British food company, I'll order them and get them shipped over here. I'll pay the cost for it. Give me just a second, guys. Labs is explaining it to her. But you know what? That's not a bad idea, Matt. Thank you for the idea. Huh. I might just add in the quote. If I have to order it from a British company, I will. Clotted cheese. Clotted cream. I don't know. I have to give that a try. I honestly do. I have to give that a try. I'm not going to say no. With a cup of tea? Yes. Definitely a cup of tea. I will do that. Now, we have got to bring this around to the back side. Woo, we're coming in on the wrong side. I don't have an attachment over there. Wait a second. Yes, I can. What am I thinking? I have an engineer. I can take what's highlighting on your screen. I can take that off, put it over here onto this, take this, attach it, and run it over. That's a docking port. I need to get rid of it. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's like a very thick cream, almost, yeah. I will have to give that a try sometime. Okay, if anybody wants to join in, Matt, you want to get your money back? Try it again. Maybe this time, Nightbot might get capped. Okay, let me extend this out. I got the warehouse turned off, so it is not going to draw anything. I think I will do that. I will take one of these off. These are the flexo tubes. I just thought of that. Not a bad idea. Let's see here. Alright, let's raise up our screen. Now, we should have plenty of room. Those are not going to stick in the ground. I ain't worrying about it. We're only moving at 3 meters a second. Lovely. Hey, let's just crawl along. Okay. Time for some maneuvering here. Now, you notice when we came back before, the drills and everything were running. It is now, casualties have fallen. Nightbot made it out. What is with Nightbot? What does he do? Go in under with a cloaking device or something? I hope my Nightbot's not cheating. Come on, I'm gonna roll backwards a little bit. Okay, we're gonna park right here. Alright, let's deploy our landing leg so we can go ahead and just park this. And I will run our engineer around and take out the wheels. Deploy. We have got a lot of stuff here now. I forgot to change this around. Deploy. Activate. No target. Space station. No line of sight. That's fine. That way it can communicate with the space station. Excuse me. Come on. Select. I bet you I'm down to 12.5 frames a second. Matt, if you hang on a second. Okay, as soon as you see this come up on the screen, you may post a link. Okay, GriffBot says 630 and you got 60 from Nightbot. Don't ask. Taking a break from this, moving over here. Alright, let me take a look at what this is. Alright, let me see what this, see what one looks like. Oh, nice! Nice! Thank you, sir. Now, real quick, slide back in so I'm not leaning too far back. Real quick, I'm going to do this. I'll see you in chat in just a minute. Be right there. That is nice. Thank you. Yeah, that would be original. Oh, you guys ain't unhealthy. Alright, let's go ahead and retract the gear. But thank you. I'm printing out the recipe for my wife. Got the recipe being printed out. Okay, y'all, we are now parked. Let's go to the drilling station. And I need to grab an engineer with a drill. Oh, we're going for biscuits and gravy now. Nice. Okay. Reminds me, I can go for biscuits and gravy soon. Mauser, what are you? Are you, Let me check the inventory here. Where did I park? Okay, I got you out of there. Like the thickness of soft ice cream. We'll have to look into that. And I think I placed my engineer out here. Just trying to find my engineer. Zeely, yes, there we go. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. I can use that one. Now, where is my cockpit hatch? Crew hatch, got it. Okay, doesn't want to work that way. I'll find Zeely this way. F5 for safety. Come on, give me the. There we go, got it. Drop to the ground. Clouded cream, I'll have to look that up. But I will find out. Because that is something to think about. Now I gotta run halfway. Now I gotta run all the way over to the other side. Okay, it won't let me run while in time warp. Used to be able to do that with a Kerbal. Alright, let me run over here. Wrong direction. There we go. Ah, nice. There was something else that's that a TV show. I think it was Bizarre Foods or something. That one of their hosts come over there, and it's specifically in one town, and it's the official food for that town, and it's not allowed to be made anywhere else. I can't remember if it was in England or if it was in Scotland or Ireland. It might be England, and I think they're on like an island or something. And I don't remember which one it is. And Labs, if you have your headphones on, here comes your one song. Takes like 2 days to make? Dang. I'm not sure, Matt. I'm really not sure. I don't remember the name of it. It was on one of our, it was on the Food Network. And it was a TV show where the host went over there to try it. There we go. Got some good music coming up. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's right. Every country does have its regional dish. I agree. Now, is that a flexo tube? Flexo tube, yes. Tab. Why is it not letting me... Okay, I gotta do this. Grab. Okay, we got a flexo tube carried. No, wait. Okay. Now see if we can walk under this. Nope, let's move over a little bit. Hey, we'll run under the tube. Sorry guys for that sound that's in the background. We just had an Amber Alert go off. Okay, we got an Amber Alert in Trinity, North Carolina. It has a license number of EAF 5393, North Carolina tag, 2008 silver Chrysler Town and Country van. Somebody kidnapped a kid. That's probably what the Amber Alerts would be for. That's an Amber Alert for a child that is in danger. So, if anybody is in my chat that is in the North Carolina area, keep an eye out for that vehicle, please. And yes, I will be proactive in that sense. Take here in the States, take Florida. That is approximately 300 miles long, and it is about 150 miles wide at its narrowest point. I used to live there for 37 years. So, I don't know if anybody in my chat is in the North Carolina state, but if you are, keep an eye out for that van. I know everybody got the Amber Alerts that have cell phones. Alright, sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, I hear you. I just had it. I'm waiting for it to turn green again. That'll work for me. Give me the link symbol. God, I had to get so close to it. Yeah, I'm thinking about visiting some of them. There we go. We're going to link this up, get this vessel going. And to get on a better subject here, Matt, have you ever listened to the singer called Enya? E-N-Y-A.
Hey, so that video,
Okay, it is linked.
Anyways, first of all, big shout out thanks to Shannon Cheek. She custom made all the
There we go.
for this video. She also made my Lord of the Rings.
Now for the fun part.
And she
For explosions.
So check out her Facebook page below. And thanks to Devin Graham, of course, aka Devin Super, for his awesome cinematography. And Jace Leroy and Chris McLean helped film.
Yeah, she is
Thanks, guys.
she's Celtic, and she has some good songs. I know I have something running in the background. I got Kerbal running on a different system. If you give me a second, I am going to pull up. Okay, there's my YouTube account. Let me close that off. request, like I said, exclamation mark, song request, and then the YouTube ID. Okay, I believe it is jumping to. Yep, I believe. Or is that your song, Labs? I'll have to look in a minute. Yep. There we go. Yeah, that's your song there. Took away all the women. They killed all of the young men before they could get fired. Oh, so hold your flame. Let me let that get up and running. To pray, how will you can try. Cover my video, cover my chat. Both? Yeah. All right. I do try to do some good stuff on here. What do I have up here? Both government dragoons on the horses of black, but we have grown strong now and are ready to fight. Stand up against the butchers. All right, we'll go ahead and accept. I have got to pull up another different program. I can't see chat right at the second. I got my other item up in the way. I don't have it. Okay. I've got to go and fix that. I gotta put Skype on my computer. That way I can have Skype up and running. Hey, nothing like a claymore. This is a good song. I wish the labs can find us some more like that. Okay, one more wheel to go. This took up the rest of the time. What I am going to do is I am going to let the stream. Okay, Matt. Not a problem, bud. I'm going to leave the stream up and run for a little bit. I'm going to let it play some of the Anya songs. And then I'm going to go and shut it down. I'll probably leave it up for an additional half hour. So you'll get to see me moving around. You'll be hearing me chat, but don't worry about it. It's just me doing maintenance on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off my camera so you guys can see the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up what I'm doing here and get our intrepid engineer. The stream will be left up for additional After I get done here with this stream, I am going to be on Minecraft, playing that for a little bit. So I'm going to lead this up for a little bit, run it longer. And like I said, I'm going to run it for a little bit, so you guys can listen to some music and get in on the heist. Come on. Alright, fine. You don't want to go in there? Crew hatch is right there. Why don't you want to go in? Come on. Okay, you're getting to be a pain in my butt here. I've been able to get close and jump before. Why are you not cooperating? Got it. Yay, we grabbed on. Now let's board. I'm going to leave that up on screen. Just looking at my phone. Alright, station's back up. Alright. Play some Anya for a little bit. But before I go any further in any direction. Okay, I'm going to be shutting down here shortly. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just F5 this here. And my streaming computer I'm leaving up and running. I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. Y'all have a great one. Matt, I will see you later. Probably 4 o'clock. If not, I will see you tomorrow if you're in the stream at 10 a.m. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.